What it do, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade, the Braxtons Season 2, Episode 2 review. This episode was so good because Towanda was finally exposed for her BS that I have been pointing out for years. And they finally gave us some behind the scenes tea on her trifling behind. But the episode begins with Tamar having Ashley on her podcast. They didn't really show what was spoken about in details about what she went through with the alleged Gabe situation. But at the end of it, Tamar apologizes to her for not being there for her while she was going through all of this because, she was going through her own situations or whatever. But hopefully, prayerfully, Tamar is being a support system for Ashlee during this trying time and that she wasn't using her for get back towards her sisters or for television ratings or for podcast ratings. I really hope and pray that she had good intentions and will continue to be a soundboard for her niece moving forward. So Trina plans Towanda's bachelorette party to Tulum, and she goes and does some last minute shopping with some of the ladies of honor. When they ask, are Toni and Tamar coming? She says that unfortunately not. Now, in her confessional, Trina says Toni already told us she couldn't make it on a trip. And the last we heard from Tamar, she's upset at the family because she got a cease and desist letter about her podcast. But she said it in a way like, here Tamar just being mad about something again. I would feel some type of way too if I received a cease and desist letter from my sisters. But y'all would want me to come on a bachelorette trip and just pretend like none of this is happening? Like, who sends out cease and desist letters to their family? And then try to play it off like I'm the problem. Like, I'm tripping. This family is so weird to me, bro. The way that they go about things is just so screwed up. Like, I can't even wrap my mind around their thought process and how that they be thinking they right about certain things. It's crazy. It's really crazy to me. So they tell us that after Towanda drops Sean off at the airport check-in, she's walking back to her car and is hit by a car. This woman hits her. Sean sees it, rushes over to her, lays down with her, and is upset, of course, crying or whatever. She's rushed to the hospital. The cameras are allowed in. Her nose is busted open right here. Is blood going down her face. It's obvious that there was swelling. Her lip is busted. One of her veneers came out. There was a whole tooth missing. And she had 2 fractures in her wrist and needed a cast and would have to either get a cast or have surgery. So she all tore up. Thank God she's alive and okay and well. But Toni calls her and was like, girl, like, I'm just checking on you. I feel so bad about everything that happened, but I don't think that you should still go on this bachelorette party trip or whatever. She was like, who said that? I'm still going on my trip. I'm not missing this. And she like, girl, get somewhere and sit down and heal yourself. Like, you about to get married and now you over there snaggletooth and look at a mess. Okay. But Towanda is Towandoing and does not want to listen. She's standing firm that she's still going on her trip. But one thing that she did point out in this scene is her having to get used to Sean and his rug on his head because he decided he wanted hair again and got him a unit. And what was so funny about this is that me and Sheridan was literally talking about the show, and she was like, what I need is for Sean to get that hair up off his head or whatever. And I was like, what? She was like, you ain't know he got a rug on his head? And I was like, no. Like, we literally was just talking about this earlier this week, and the fact that Towanda was honest about it and talked about it on the show was just so funny to me. But he ain't look bad with it or whatever. But my thing with Towanda getting hit by that car is God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. It's not a coincidence that this happened right before her bachelorette party. It's not a coincidence at all, especially when we find out what was being said and done at this bachelorette party. So Tamar is at a photo shoot because she's going on tour with October London and Ro James. And they're doing a photo shoot for the promo. And while she's getting her makeup and stuff done, she's begging her bestie Phil to go to Tulum with her because she don't want to go by herself. You know what I'm saying? Because she not really close with Towanda. Her and Towanda don't speak really outside of the show. Her and Trina had a relationship, but it'd be up and down. Who knows where her relationship is with Toni at this point. But I'm pretty sure at this point in time, she wasn't cool with none of them because they had just sent her to cease and desist. So I would feel awkward too going by myself, knowing that y'all don't really with me for real like that. You know what I'm saying? But he don't want to go. So since he don't want to go, she says she ain't going. And she also says in her confessional that she hasn't even talked to Towanda, that they don't talk outside of filming. She said that Towanda sent her this beautiful thing asking her to be her maid of honor. Now, she thought that she was just going to be asked to be a bridesmaid, but she was shocked when she was actually asked to be the maid of honor. She said that she took this as a sign from Towanda that she wanted to start anew, work on their relationship. She was really excited about it. Sent her a video message letting her know that she was so gracious and grateful for her even thinking of her in that way, and that she accepted and all of this stuff. And she said she never heard back from Towanda. The next thing that she got from Towanda was an invite to Tulum. So at this point, she looking like, oh, so this is a setup. You want to make it seem like I'm not being a good sister and a good maid of honor when you're not even including me in on nothing. You didn't respond to me. A maid of honor is supposed to be there helping you with details and all of this stuff, but you ain't even reached out to me. You ain't responded to me. So I'm getting in my head that you gonna try to make it seem like I was just a shitty sister and wasn't there for you and didn't try to help you and paint me as the bad guy. Okay. And that's exactly what Towanda was trying to do. But see, she got caught. But I'm happy that Tamar put two and two together because Towanda is a slickster and she been getting away with her devilish antics for years. Okay, years. Then we find out that Mama E is writing a memoir, which I can't wait to read, because the reason why that family is so messed up is because of Mama E and that damn daddy. They are the catalyst of all of this drama and chaos and negativity and just secrets and lies and it's no wonder why all of them fucked up in the head when it comes to men and relationships and sisterhood, because of the foundation that them parents laid out for them. Okay. But Towanda goes on her bachelorette party anyway. It's a party of 28 people. I don't even like 28 people. I don't even know 28 people enough to even invite them to something like that. Like, what? Like, you got too many friends for me. Jesus. But she in a cast. She still got a bruise on her nose. The swelling has gone down. She got a tooth fixed or whatever. But she look a mess. Okay, Lil Bill look a mess. So one of her girlfriends come in the room with her and she cries to her friend about Toni and Tamar not being there and how she helped them with all of their weddings. And here we go with Towanda trying to make herself look like the victim and villainizing not so much Toni, because they always let Toni get away with the bullshit except for Tamar, but more so villainize Tamar. Here we go with the villainization and trying to make it seem like Tamar is just not being there for her. Everything that Tamar said she was going to do, she did it in this episode. So Towanda in her confessional says, Tamar made a decision not to be at my bachelorette party. Actually, she has said to my mother and everyone else that she's not even coming to my wedding because it's too close to her birthday. I'm just shocked about that. Now, later on in this episode, we actually find out the reason why she didn't come to the bachelorette party. And with our understanding from what Tamar has already said in her confessional about the games Towanda has been playing, I wouldn't make her wedding my priority either, bitch, because you playing. You playing, and I see what you doing. And no, I'm not even about to waste my time, my breath, my effort, my money to come to a wedding that you don't even really want me at, because you ain't even been corresponding with me. So, and it's by my birthday, girl. I'm about to go and have a good birthday and go on about my life, because ain't nobody got time to be playing these old silly, childish ass games with you. You don't like me, bitch. I would rather for you just to say, I don't like her. You don't have to like your sister just because y'all blood. That's fine. But the fact that you try to make her look like she is this horrible, villainous, selfish person is crazy to me, because like, what has she done to you that has been so fucked up that you continue to antagonize her and paint her as such a bad person? Once again, Tamar is no shrinking violet. Tamar got her ways. We have talked about it at length on this channel. But when it comes to Tamar and Towanda, Towanda to me has always been the snake in the grass. And she finally was exposed in this episode. So, like I said, she up here trying to make it seem like Tamar just don't give a fuck and don't want to be there for her. And this, that, and the third. She's all about herself. Trina, later on in the episode, they're all sitting, talking, having a good time, and Trina asks Towanda how she's doing. Towanda says, I've been a little disappointed. Although I appreciate my sisters that God gave me, my chosen friend and family, I really wanted my bio sisters to help me. And I just really feel like I didn't get the help I feel I deserved. It's not even about deserving. I wanted you to want to help me. So Trina's sitting there like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And if I was Trina, I'd be feeling almost like a slap in the face, because bitch, I'm here. We are all here. And you sitting up here, woe is me, Toni and Tamar can't be here. At this point in your life, you would think realistically, this is how you know it's some bullshit, that you wouldn't even be feeling no type of way about the fact that Toni ain't showing up. Toni don't never show up. Toni's always booked and busy. So I wouldn't even be caring at this point whether or not Toni is there. Okay? Like, let's keep it a buck. All right? And as far as Tamar goes, we already see the game you playing with that. So she's sitting up there in front of everybody trying to play woe is me, like she's so hurt that they're not there for her. And we know that she's really egging it on when it comes to Tamar. So then the showrunner, OJ, asks Tamar in her confessional why she doesn't feel comfortable going to the bachelorette trip. And Tamar says, that's a lie. Tamar was going to Tulum. Tamar had a ticket. I was told that Towanda does not want us to come. And you was the person that said Towanda said for me not to come. Ain't that right? And I was like, you better say it, Tamar. You better put everything on the motherfucking floor. Don't try to play with me, bitch. Yeah, she exposed it all. Then the showrunner says, I had a conversation with Towanda and I didn't think that you were going to be received well. They then show us a flashback of Towanda on the beach talking to the showrunner, OJ. Now, I don't know if she knew that she was being taped or not, because the profile was from her side. She was sitting on a lounge chair on the beach and the showrunner was on this side of her, knelt down having a conversation. So I don't know if she knew that she was being filmed or not. I really honestly do not think that she knew that she was being filmed. I really don't, because the mask came off and the real true deal Towanda was revealed. And we see OJ say to her, Toni says she might not be able to make it because she's booked. Towanda was like, I honestly don't give a fuck no more. Honestly. Like, and what? I don't give a fuck about her being here. But you was just so broken up at the table. You wanted your sisters to want to help you. Your feelings were so hurt. But when you ain't know the camera was on your ass, it was, I don't give a fuck about that shit no more. Fuck her. Yeah, that was the energy she was giving. Then when OJ said Tay was trying to come out, Towanda said she wasn't trying to come out for that reason. She would have fucked everything up. Nope, nope. You didn't even want her there, bitch. So all of this crying and talking about Tamar didn't come and she said she wasn't going to come and she wasn't going to do that. You didn't even want her there. You just said out your mouth you felt like she was going to fuck everything up. You fake ass bald head bitch. This is why I don't like Towanda. Have never seen it for Towanda because Towanda is manipulative as a motherfucker. So manipulative. And I'm so happy that production added that scene in there. Because she would have had everybody thinking once again that Tamar is just being selfish. Tamar don't fuck with me. Tamar don't come through for nobody, especially me. Tamar's the problem. Tamar. When Towanda is really the motherfucking shark in the water. That bald head scallywag ain't shit. She really truly ain't. Like, you are a real, what's the word I'm looking for to describe this hoe? I don't even know. But everything about her is just nasty. Nasty. Like, I want to know, what about your little sister you hate so much? Because she can't stand Tamar for the life of her. She cannot stand her. And I don't know what that stems from. Because she doesn't treat any of the other sisters like she treats Tamar. We saw her and Tracy in the late seasons of Braxton's Family Values when they went on that vineyard trip for Tamar's birthday and Tracy got in her ass and exposed that, yeah, bitch, you ain't shit. I see you. Yeah. But Trina and Toni, she don't come at them like that. It's so weird. But that hate she got for Tamar runs deep. The way that you sit up here and try to make your sister look bad on purpose and lie on her, that's sick. That's so sick and twisted. So just think about all them seasons on the Braxtons where she tried to make it seem like Tamar had an issue with her and Tamar is just delusional and making problems. She was lying on that girl probably the whole time and everybody thought that Tamar was the problem. And she wasn't. Towanda ass ain't shit. She is a miserable ass bitch. You would think that she would be grateful and thankful for her little sister for giving her the platform and opportunity to make money. Let's be real. Because before Braxton Family Values came along, bitch, you were Toni's assistant with pigtails, jailed down, no money, taking care of a grown ass man and your kids, living with your sister. Let's not forget the check fraud from back in the day. Yeah. Your sister, your little sister created this show and gave you a platform to make money that you would have probably never been able to achieve. You got name and a fame from your little sister who created this show. And you treat her like she ain't shit. Not saying you got to kiss Tamar's ass, but you would think she would be somewhat grateful. Because y'all give Toni passes every goddamn day. Toni can get away with anything. And y'all don't say nothing to Toni. Y'all act like y'all got to praise her for getting y'all that record deal back in the day. But you don't give Tamar the same grace. Yeah, that's a deceitful, deceptive, devil ass bitch there. Okay. So then at the end of the episode, they're having a pajama party at the bachelorette thing and Trina is missing. And we find out that Vaughn called her and said that he was in urgent care and they're saying that it's heart failure. So he has congestive heart issues. So she's frantic, of course, and is saying that she's about to leave and to not tell Towanda, which I don't understand how she thinks that she's not going to be able to find out. Like, why don't you just go tell her? Like, this is something important. This is your husband. This is his health. I'm sure she should understand, right? But knowing Towanda, she'll try to make her look like she don't give a fuck neither. Girl, but yeah, Towanda, bitch. And you wonder why you got hit by that damn car. Because God saw the bullshit your ass was up to. Lying on people and creating these crazy ass scenarios and shit. You can't win when you play dirty. The grave you dig for somebody else, you digging for yourself. And I'm so happy, like I said, that production exposed that scene. I'm so happy. So happy. Because you the main one on her try to act like your life is so good and you're so peaceful and you so happy with this man and you acting and you producing, you directing. But in all honesty, you the saddest bitch on this show outside of Trina. You just wear it better than Trina. Trina, the trauma in her life is written all over her. It shows through her body physically. You just hide it better. But you're not as happy as you claim to be, because happy people don't act like that. Happy people don't set up other people for the fall. Disgusting. 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 No wonder she looked like Lord Voldemort. It's a reason. It's a reason. It is a motherfucking reason. Yes. She who will not be named. Yeah. What's that? Potanium Pelosar? What they used to say? You muggle, you. Girl, go down the Diagon Alley, bitch. Where is Dumbledore when you need him? Okay? No. Nah, she got to go. But this was a good episode. I'm glad that they exposing the real. I'm going to give this week's episode of Braxton's Family Values a B+. It was really good. Really, really good. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. T Squad, I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.